are live, folks, and look at that. Rick Pittman, the starting QB for the Pretty Rickies, the league-leading QB, comes back along with Ricky Gervais. So two key elements here to the Rickies offense going up against the number 2 ranked team, Eternia All-Stars, only other team with 3 losses, of course, along with, what the world-famous Oaks. The Rickies are going to win the toss. They're going to elect to receive. Captain Tila is going to head on out there. She boots it down to the near side. Gervais fields it at the 5. Let me maximize this puppy. All right, so she takes it out to the 25. They plow up the middle and then brought down 4-yard gain. 4-yard gain. So we're getting close to playoffs. Everybody's all excited. Oh no, they leave number 1 James open, but he cannot get on the line. EAS caught a break there. And the last time I announced for EAS, I was cheering for them because Mike said he really gets angry when people don't cheer for his team. But unfortunately, Mike, I want to have home field advantage if we were ever to meet in the playoffs. And so, alas, I can't be cheering for you this time. So we got the Rickies, and they take down Stinkor right away at the 15. So they're going to start. EAS, back in their traditional black and green, going to start. He's got the dump off. He finds Orko. Perfect lead. Orko makes a great move. Has a blocker there. Oh, why did the guy run along with him? I thought he was going to overtake him and actually use that blocker. But still a huge pickup. Nice 20-some yards. Then he finds He-Man, who's there. Makes a great move. Makes another move. 20, 15. Gets the diver. Keeps his feet going. And that is how the offense can click. Sometimes EAS has just a little bit of struggle just always getting that offense to click. Their defense, of course, number 1 ranked defense with by far the best passing defense in the entire league. It's going to be interesting to see how they match up against one of, if not the best passing team in the league. But so far, advantage EAS. Tila fires it down there. Quick strike and score from EAS, and then they bring down Gervais, but he's just happy not to get wounded. Double back set. And they collapse in on him. That'll be nothing. He looked like he was pretty slow. Almost looked like he was a midget wearing some overalls there. No way could he pick up his feet. Seemed like he tripped over himself. Another shitty run. And so we're looking at 3rd and 10. This is, he had the man open. He had the man, but the crowd collapsing in. Those big linemen were scary, and he just chose to dive. And, he takes forever. And that's a huge safety. He-Man, actually Prince Adam, of course they're the same person, comes around the edge. You ever wonder how Prince Adam is so jacked for never doing anything? I mean, seriously. I want what he's taking. But anyway, Prince Adam comes flying around the edge, gets the safety. They get the ball back at the 50, 2nd and 5. Thus far, EAS flying high. They got a nice dump off to He-Man, who had a couple big runs, makes a nice move, another nice move, gives him a huge gain. They're inside the red zone, looking to go up by more than 2 TDs if they can punch this in. He's got a lead blocker. Probably should have just kept going straight. Still picks up 4 yards. Pretty impressive there. Skeletor fades back at the quick dump off. The pressure did not phase him. Finds He-Man. Another nice move. He-Man's moves not only does he have 1800 strength, but the dude has some serious dexterity there. Tiptoeing around, looking like an elf as he just whipped through that. And there it was. That's the dream. I mean, there is nothing better than scoring a TD, getting a safety, and scoring another TD and going up 16-0. It just doesn't get any better. Big kick to Gervais. Let's see what that midget in overalls can do right here. And he does get through. Decent return there to the 30. Double back set. Pittman's been trying. They're trying to lure him in on the run. This will actually work pretty well. To the 40. He's still going. Ross is moving. Big gain there. They're trying to open up that lethal pass offense by kind of sticking with the run. Here comes another run again. The linebacker does not drop down. He takes a shitty angle, though. I would have broken to the near side. He head back to the middle. Still picks up 5. Can't complain. They're going to run again. This time it's much better red. They chop him down. He does still pick up a yard. Big third down here. They don't want to have to settle for a field goal. They just, oh no, he's got everybody open. He's got to fire. Does he push it? Oh, perfect throw into the corner of the end zone for Rick James, one of the league's leading receivers. From Rick Pittman. I haven't quite figured out the theme of the Rickies team. That'll probably come to me in the next week or two. All right, so they clock that through. We have ourselves a game. You can't count out this high-scoring offense. They were down a little bit with no QB, no Gervais, but when everybody's there, they can click. EAS, though, showing that they also have some moves. There's Jackoff out to the 30. He's not a good returner, so that's impressive for him. 4 wide for Skeletor. Looks like he's going to have some open men. He's got the dump off to Orko. Fired it just a little quick, but Orko able to levitate and get the first down. He's tough to bring down, that magical ghost creature with no legs. I don't know, you ever want to look up Orko's skirt? What's it look like underneath Orko's little cape there? And, a little too late. Thought he had it open. Went for that cross field, which can work so well. But the defense was baiting him and knocked it away. So we begin the second quarter. We're going to have the rollout. Skeletor has some guys. Finds Merman. Merman can't get a diver, but still a great gain there. Oh, but Merman goes down, and that is painful. No paid wide receivers. You really can't expect the wide receivers to go down. It's rare they go down in a season. But Merman goes down, and that is going to hurt significantly. Let's see what He-Man can do. He-Man's making moves. He's clearly looking good, folks. He says, if Merman's not there, it doesn't matter. I'm doing it on my legs. And he gets in. He gets in there, rocking and rolling. Look at He-Man with the big spike. And he jams his man bits in front of another man's face, because that's what you do in football. And he was pretty excited. So once again, a 16-point lead. Oh, here is sweet, sweet Teela. I bet Teela would look good in a sweater. Can you imagine Teela in just nothing but a sweater and some tights? Maybe some big old boots in there. Now, if that sweater was made with mouse turds, then that would not be very good. You know, we used to joke that mouse turds were inside the middle of an ice cream cake. Still never stopped our kids from eating it. But it kind of looks like, a bunch of mouse turds crusted in there. I had an ice cream cake for my wedding cake. That was my one request. Got to have an ice cream cake for the wedding cake. And I thought it went pretty well. All right, here we go. Another huge throw. Oh, God, he gets a double diver. He's to the 20, inside the red zone. Everyone's diving. Down at the 7. Holy shit, a massive strike there from Pittman. Trying to boost up that average above 20. Just dropped below 20 yards per throw for the first time all season. Here comes the run. They pick up the linebacker. He inches ever close, but it's a huge third down because they will probably kick a field goal. They go with the run play. Linebacker doesn't read it well, and he finds the end zone, the corner. He raced as fast as he could. Did the old Patrick Mahomes stick the ball out as he crossed the line. And Rick Ross jumps up. Says, I too can shove my man bits in another guy's face. And so fires it in, and once again, we're down to a 9-point lead. Sanchez, a.k.a. Dirty, fires it to Jackoff. He plows forward and then is met hard at the 21. 4-back set for Skeletor. He does a quick fake. Nice move there. Tries to use his blocker wisely. Still fighting off. Big, nice scramble there for 12. Time not a factor. They're going to plunge up the middle. He-Man dragging people. Tough to bring down those Eternia All-Star characters. Especially when they scream, I have the power. God, I used to love He-Man. All right, here comes the rollout. Line holds reasonably well. He's got a chaser. Oh, and then a blocker gets his big paw up. One of the Rickies fired it up, and this is the first time we're going to trot out the punt team, Evil Lynn, who would also look good in a sweater. Fires it deep. How would Evil Lynn and Tila together be? And then let's throw in their mom, the sorceress. Oh, God. That would be a threesome I would gladly partake in. I'd really just watch, too. It'd be fine. A little mother-daughter action. All right, Pittman's there. Once again, he's going to fire James. Doesn't quite get the diver, but still a big pickup. Now time is just a bit of a factor. 68 seconds to go, about 55 yards. Going to try that run play. Linebacker plays it well and doesn't really pick up much. Burn 10 seconds off the clock for 2 yards. It's not a trade they want to take. Here comes that plunge up the middle. It's going to be pretty well read. Oh, he makes some great moves as Rick Ross. And he gets to the 35. Now they're in field goal range. Field goal is useful because it'll take away that safety, but of course they'd love to punch it in for a TD. He's got an opportunity. Oh, an evil clawful. We thought he was offline, but he stuck out that giant left claw and clipped Pittman, and now they're outside of field goal range. Line holds, though. He's got some options. He's going with James. Oh, and the diver trips, and James strides in. Look at him doing the little prance, the elbows bent, the wrist back down, sticking out his tongue, and doing the Dion high step, and he waltzes in. Oh, now he's taking a shit on the logo. I don't know if EAS is going to tolerate that very well. Dirty Sanchez fires it down to jack off. Probably not going to do a lot. Did make a nice move. Seemed to appear invisible there. Did a nice job staying in the middle. So there is a chance this team can score. They're going no back, so if they lead that wide receiver 2 wide open. Oh, but Dick the Ass Man comes in. He has Ass Man on his license plate, gets a special parking spot at the stadium because of it. They're not afraid, though. They're going back to that play, and they left him open. They fired a stinkor who gained some yards, but they needed to go to wide receiver 2, but he couldn't find him. And so it's a close game here, 21-23. After the initial onslaught, you got to give a little nod to the Rickies. They're playing well. That offense is moving, tough to contain, and it shows you. You got the best defense against one of, if not the best offense, battling it out here. Interesting to see the matchup. Certainly, in my opinion, generally, this is going to be an offensive setup. But let's see what happens. Here comes the run. He-Man was flattened. He doesn't look like, man, did he drop a condition? Hard to tell on that one. Let's see what happens again. They try that same play. Still looking pretty fast. Makes a pretty sweet move. Hurls a guy. Says, no, I did not drop a condition. Indeed, no one will catch me. 20, 15, 10, 5, and yes, I'm too strong. God damn it. +3, +6. Take that, motherfucker nut. And he punches it in. Huge score. Huge run from He-Man. And then a nice finishing kick from Tila. And it's back to a 9-point lead. Got to feel just a touch comfortable when you get a 2-score lead. But there's so much time left. A lot can happen, especially with these teams that can both score from almost any point in the field. 4 wide. Pittman drops back. He's going to have his RB2 Gervais. Oh, and he throws it to the fallen down man. What an idiot. Here comes that pretend hand off the middle. He's got his lower wide receiver, Berwick. He finds him. Oh, Berwick needed to cut to the outside. He had a little bit of green. Still, though, picks up the first down, moves the chains. Here comes Shotgun. We're going to do that pass. He's going to have one guy, needs to leave him off. Very dangerous to throw to the guy in double covered. That could well have been picked off. Pittman had an unbelievable streak of no INTs early on, but he's thrown just a couple. Still super impressive stats, but he has thrown a couple. Oh, and they leave the star receiver wide open. There's only going to be one man who can catch him. Takes a bad angle and does not. So James is having a huge game. They just cannot stop that wide receiver 1. James found deep. Pittman there for the strike and the score, and it's a 2-point game. That's safety, all that separates. You can feel the Rickies clawing and clawing. The panic beginning to grow on the EAS team. All it's going to take is one mishap, One stop, and they may be in serious trouble. Skeletor says, fuck this, fuck your mishap. I'm going to plow forward and get 9. Pretty safe play there. Here comes the double back set. This play works huge for them if they can get around that first wave. He-Man hurls a guy, gets a diver, one more diver. No, but he's going to drag him to the 17-man. Of course, that is the huge weakness of the Rickies. Their defense is pretty piss poor. They just have to hope they outpace them, get a couple of called plays, maybe get a fumble. Love to hold them to a field goal here. Let's see what happens. Second down, right at the red zone line. Lot of defenders right there. Lucky that one was incomplete. Let's see, are they going to get the little dump off? Everybody's pretty well covered here. They decide to fire it deep to Trapjaw, who says, I used to be the greatest receiver of all time. I'm the one with the all-time leader. Cover me or not, motherfucker. He leaps up and then rips the ball in. Very impressive. They cannot get the block, and it's back to that 9-point lead. Man, we are throwing some heavyweight punches here. Tila, good kick, fires it down to Gervais, stands at his 8. Plows forward, makes a couple of nice moves, makes a guy miss, takes a bad angle, should have gone to the outside, but still gets beyond the 30. Shotgun formation. They're going to leave James open once again. No one's even there to knock it down. No pressure whatsoever. James doesn't keep running, but it's still impressive. He takes off fast and gets to the 30. No answer for what? For Rick James. Here's the run. Can't quite get to the outside, but at least picks up 3. Third quarter beginning to wind to an end. He tosses it in the middle. Nothing to be found there. God, my throat is getting dry. Drier than a camel's pussy who's been in a desert for 6 days. Oh, and he throws it way out of bounds. Shitty throw. And now they're the ones forced to settle for the field goal. And I think it's low. It's a pretty long kick. I think they doinked it off. And that is painful. They needed to take away that safety. They failed to do so, and all of a sudden the momentum switch, especially when you got WR2 streaking down the field. They've got Trapjaw, who already made a great play. He's able to turn. He can't catch it in stride, but it may not matter. The dive is ineffective, and suddenly EAS pounces right back to a potential 16-point lead going in, actually, as the fourth quarter begins. Look at that. And the Rickies were fucking rolling on offense there for 3 pretty good quarters, especially 2. But all of a sudden, they stumble, and EAS seizes on the opportunity, and now it's going to take a serious comeback. Gervais staying green, almost gets to the 40. So they're saying, fuck the run, abandon that, it's pass time, baby. The line holds, they've got that super good lineman, a terrible throw for the Rickies. 2nd and 10, shotgun formation. Once again, they leave Rick James open. Oh, but Ram, man, turns around and speared him in his ass, and it looked like Pittman liked it. All right, he's got James once again wide open. He does hit him. It's a first down. Can he get a diver? Ken hurls a guy. Impressive for the wide receiver. Gets into the end zone. And now they pitch it up the middle. Usually not going to work well against that great defense. 3 yards there. Time beginning to tick just a little bit, given that they need 3 scores. And Ross, go. He can't get a block. I thought he was going to get freed there. 3rd and 3. What would they do if they don't get it? Oh, it's a called play. So they're going to trot out. They got to have a field goal at some point. So this is it. He cannot shank this. And God, it does not look like a good kick. But he just doinks it in. Just doinks it in. Hey, dude. Hey, go get me a fucking taco. I'm fucking getting hungry. Thanks. That's me telling my kids what to do. Gotta love tacos. My kids told me if my day job collapsed, I should start a food truck that just sells tacos because my fucking tacos are amazing. And there it is, Gervais. They get the onside. All of a sudden, we got ourselves a serious fucking game. Pittman punches it in. And now, 38, that field goal, they're now within 6, so a touchdown goes ahead. What are they going to do? They decide to rely on their defense. I don't know about that. They do get a nice kick. He fields it at the 1, and then he's destroyed at the 15. What the fuck is this? I said a taco. Tacos are not sandwiches. I don't want a goddamn sandwich. Give me a fucking taco. And huge run there to Stinkor, or throw. I don't know. I was distracted as I was raging. Trying to tell me a fucking taco is a sandwich. Sorry, I don't think so. Here comes the no-back. They are going to pick up the deep man. They're going to pick up almost everybody. Oh, it's caught in coverage by He-Man. And then he hurls a guy, hurls another one, and gets to the 50. EAS does not want to go down without a fight. I can see the action figures here. All the little Rickies lined up. And they're going to pitch. Oh, lucky Orko got the ball before he was coughed up. Sometimes they come in on that blitz so fast they knock the guy out of the way. But does create a long second down. Oh, and a big, huge tackle in the backfield. Giant third down play. Man in motion. They're going to cover the deep guy. Can he get there? He's dragging him. And it's the second effort. Drags him. Isn't that a sub? Who the fuck is that? How does that guy come in and make a huge play? And he's going to be taken down, though, in the backfield. God, it looked like somebody at his feet. He couldn't figure out. Ricky Steamboat takes a steamboat on Skeletor's bony face. And now they cannot. Oh, this could be it. This could be it. He's racing down the field. He-Man has had just a couple of crushing runs. And when the offense needed to turn it on, they put up a 50-pointer against the Rickies. The number 1 defense did give up 38 points. You would have thought that would probably be enough. EAS offense doesn't always click like this. But today, it is working magically. It shows you the potential of the team. And unless there's basically a miracle, we're pretty much going to chalk this up. They need to score, onside score. Now, they can score fast. That's not the way to do it. Huge sack. That eats up all the time. Clawful is there. And despite my best protestations, it looks like EAS can fucking fire it deep. Jesus, James. Yeah, they don't even have it the time. He trips up. Despite my best, EAS is there. Now let's see this offense. See, that shows you, though, the best pass defense in the fucking league gives up 417 yards. Right? You just cannot stop the good passing guys when they're clicking. 500-yard game on either side. Man, look at that. But 51 points, the EAS will pull it out. Impressive job for them as they move to, what the hell, are they 12-3, guaranteeing a 12-4 season at least. Pretty fucking impressive for them as they look to start making a serious playoff run. Rick James, though, 350 yards, that's pretty badass. All right, folks, have a kick-ass New Year's. I'll see you on the other side.